September 29th, 28th. You hold the trump card. How appropriate that the gods put under your control only the most powerful ability that governs all the rest, the ability to make the right use of external appearances, and that they didn't put anything else under our control. Was this simply because they weren't willing to give us more? I think if it had been possible, they would have given us more, but it was impossible. Epictetus Discourses 1.17-8. You hold the trump card. How appropriate that the gods put under your control only the most powerful ability that governs all the rest, the ability to make the right use of external appearances, and that they didn't put anything else under our control. Was this simply because they weren't willing to give us more? I think if it had been possible, they would have given us more, but it was impossible. We could look at the upcoming day and despair at the things we don't control. Other people, our health, the temperature, the outcome of a project once it leaves our hands. Or we could look at that very same day and rejoice at the one thing we do control, the ability to decide what any event means. This second option offers the ultimate power, a true and fair form of control. If you had control over other people, wouldn't other people have control over you? Instead, what you've been granted is the fairest and most usable trump cards. While you don't control external events, you retain the ability to decide how you respond to those events. You control what every external event means to you personally. This includes the difficult one in front of you right now. You'll find if you approach it right, that this trump card is plenty. I have a decision to make where to go for breakfast. What to have for breakfast. Should I have coffee? Should I not have coffee? What time should I have it? Who should I have it with? What will the weather be like? How much will it cost? Can I afford it? Would I regret going to somewhere? Would I regret going somewhere and feel bad? All these things that we cannot control. We attach to things we cannot control. The cost of things, the temperature, what people will say, what people will do. Will I meet the person of my dreams when I go out today? Will I get injured if I go out today? Will I catch a virus if I go out? Will I recover? All these questions. And the suffering's in the lack of control over these things, external things. So it's realizing we haven't been given that. We haven't been given the gift to control other external things, other people, what the people do or say. Because and Ryan mentions, if we had control over other people, then other people would have control over us. We'd all have control over each other. We'd all like have a remote control, pressing up, down, left, right. And we'd all be like, oh, no, you go right. No, you go left. So we'd be controlling them, they'd be controlling us. So they'd be controlling what they do. And it's a long way around of trying to control other people so we can control ourselves. If we had control over someone else, they would have control over us. So it's the same thing. So it's a long way around. So we have that ability to control ourselves, in our own actions, behaviors, choices, how we respond and react. So this is what the gods in this quote have given us: the will to decide how we react, the will to reason around external things. Rather than controlling external things, it's reasoning, it's finding the meaning behind external things. That's what we've been given. And the training and the illusion and the priming is what we've been taught is we do control. People didn't mean to do that, but we took the information. Most people took the information of trying to control other people and other things in their environment. There's been a misunderstanding somewhere. There's been a distortion through how we've reacted to emotionally to the environment, the impulses. So we're chasing to control other things, trying to predict the next move, and attaching to our plans and goals. If we plan or set a goal, then it has to happen that way. We sort of set in that, oh, if it doesn't happen that way, then it's anxiety, right? We're anxious if I set a goal and it doesn't happen, then that's going to be scary. And that I need it to go the way I want it to go. I desire. Or I don't want that thing to happen the way I think I want it to happen. Or we can go in the past of like, oh, I didn't want it to happen that way. I didn't want it to happen. Any happening is nothing to do with us. It's get out of our way. That's the God's. We are responding. We are responding. We are taking our time to filter. Take 5 seconds to filter and look closer at our fears, our guilt, our shame, our lack. Then decide. We hold the trump, and this is a trump card. It's fair. It's fair that everyone has a will to decide what they think about things, how they want to react, and not react how other people want us to react. So today, this is a insight, and yeah, use the ability. It's the greatest ability. Not many people know they have this ability. And you may question, no, I don't. If that thing goes, if that person takes something away, then I'm gonna feel sad. So it's like, oh, it's like we're putting it out there. If that thing happens, then I'll feel sad. If that happens, I'll feel good. But it's turning around at just feeling good anyway. Why are we not feeling good anyway? What is the block? Where is the lack of, where does it come from to say that we cannot feel good? Who has told you that? How about we say, I feel good, and then it'll happen, instead of it'll happen and then I'll feel good, or the opposite, pulling away from the dependency of things going the way we think we want it to go. It's a game. It's like a game of chess, game of drafts, game of pinball, game of Skittles, whatever it is. If you knew how it was going to go, if you knew how a game was going to go, whether you knew it was going to win or you knew it was going to lose, you wouldn't play. You'd be bored. You want that uncertainty. You want that little bit of doubt of not knowing if we were to play a game. So where is that translation? There's been a loss in translation into our daily lives, of like how we sort of cling on to things going the way we think we want it to go, attaching to circumstances, situations in this, and how we're sensitized to it's all within, it's all just a dream out there. It's all, yeah, we create. So it's the awareness. The trump card for me, it's the awareness. It's the will. It's a free will to hang around who you want to hang around with. Live where you want to live as best as possible, one day at a time, moving closer to where you want to live, who you want to hang around with, what you want to do, step by step, inch by inch, in line, in our highest, in accordance, moving in accordance to the thing, but not desiring the thing, just moving in that direction day by day. That's all we have to do. however long it takes, maybe 3 minutes, maybe 3 years, maybe 30 years. But it's not the knowing I'm moving in a direction that that I want to go. And feeling the joy and the clarity of and the intention of going that way. But first we have to know what we want, know who we want to be, know what we want to feel. Enjoy the day.